Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Excelente. Y bienvenidos a una semana más de Learning con Señor Cao. All right, so a little scruffy today. You can appreciate it now because I will surely shave it off before tomorrow. Okay, so um, let me go ahead and remind you about your next test grade. Okay. All right, so Spanish 2, you have a test tomorrow, which is this Tuesday, during your class period. Now, this is homecoming week. I'm sure you got my Google Classroom message by now, but this is homecoming week. So we're on regular schedule for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we're going to be on a special, probably activity schedule, which is called the salmon colored schedule. Okay. Now, your test is going to be over all of the irregular yo verbs, which is things like yo pongo, yo tengo, yo traigo, yo vengo, digo, so you got to know those, and it's also on saber and conocer, your two verbs that mean to know. Yo sé que señor Cowart es alto. Yo conozco a señor Cowart. Okay, all of those things will be covered, and it's not nearly as much as Spanish 3 has to learn. Okay, so please study hard and uh, know your stuff very well. All right. So let's go ahead and get our warm up out of the way. Get ready for tomorrow's test. See what you can do on this without your notes. Okay. All right, here is the warm up. Make sure we're all on track here. Yes, we're recording. Okay. All right. Okay, clase, por favor, saquen papel y practiquen. Pause the video now. All right, so this is what you have to be able to do. All right, number one, we know that Fluffy, referring to, what's his name, Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian, is very big. So the answer is, sabemos que Fluffy es muy grande. I put paper in my backpack. Yo pongo papel en mi mochila. They come at 5 o'clock. Ellos, if you want to say it. Cinco. Vienen a las 5. Well, she leaves at 10. Y'all better get here. Ella sale a las 10. Do you see the house? ¿Ves la casa? I know Pedro. Conozco a Pedro. All right. So there you go. So you'll see that number 1 and 6, you have to know the difference, or it's completely wrong. We know that Fluffy is very big. That is a piece of information. Saber. Sabemos. Last one. I know Pedro. We're showing my personal connection to him. Conozco a Pedro. Conocer. Okay? So there you go. Now, for anyone actually attending the live session today, I would give y'all a moment to study on Quizlet. Now, Quizlet, there are two that you can practice with. There is Yogo verbs, and this one is called Saber versus Conocer. They are both very important. So take some time to study with those today. Okay, a battle is won or lost in its preparation. Make sure you know these things because if you don't know a word, there's going to be a blank on your paper. Okay, now also during class, I'm going to call on some individuals with some questions about these verbs. Okay, so for example, I could say, ¿Qué pones en tu mochila? ¿Qué pones en tu mochila? And you would say something like, pongo libros, papel y lápices. Um, ¿Cuándo sales de tu casa por la mañana? ¿Cuándo sales de tu casa por la mañana? Which means in the morning. You could say something like, yo salgo a las 7. Yo salgo a las 7. ¿Qué traen tus amigos a escuela? Ellos traen papel, traen mochilas, traen libros. Ask one more. ¿Qué dices a tu mamá? ¿Qué dices a tu mamá? Yo digo hola y ella dice adiós. Okay? So, there you go. Now, here is a PowerPoint that I made for us to practice with. Let's see. Yep, here it is. Okay. What? Hold on. I thought that's the last slide. Okay, don't look, don't look. Okay, this one should say, I do my homework. Yo hago mi tarea. We put money in the bank. We put money in the bank. Ponemos dinero en el banco. I leave the school, which in Spanish is I leave from the school. So you can say that correctly. I leave from the school. Yo salgo de la escuela. And maybe he's leaving this. Maybe this is his house. Yo salgo de la casa. I leave from the school. They say hello. Ellos dicen hola. Okay, yo. This one's going to be I bring my books to school. I bring. Yo traigo mis libros. If you don't know that traer means bring, study, study, study. Okay, it's very important. Okay, this would be we come to the school. We come to the school. Nosotros venimos a la escuela. My mom has two dogs. Mi mamá tiene dos perros. You see the phone. Tú ves el teléfono. If you said miras, that's pretty good. That means you look at the phone. But whatever. I was just seeing if you knew you see. Okay. If you want to say like we see many things. Nosotros vemos muchas cosas. Or maybe you're trying to help somebody find you. You're on the phone and you say, I don't know, do you see the school? ¿Ves la escuela? Okay, these verbs are very important, very useful verbs for sure. And the last one, I give food. Yo doy comida. Okay, now in class, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to have a segment about using Saber and Conocer to say true things. To give you a few personal examples, yo conozco a Señor Johnson. Yo conozco a mis amigos. Mi hermano conoce la música de Kanye West. Mis amigos conocen Augusta muy bien. No conocen Atlanta. Ellos conocen Augusta. And with saber, yo sé que Atlanta es muy grande. Yo sé que la escuela es importante. Yo sé que las hamburguesas de Burger King son deliciosas. Sabemos que Evans High School es grande, pero no es muy grande. Sabemos que es grande. Yo sé dibujar. Yo sé cómo leer. Yo sé cómo jugar al fútbol. Yo sé muchas cosas. Okay, so there you go. Um, Again, I want to remind you about the Quizlet. So again, on Quizlet, you have Saber versus Conocer, and these are all things that I either made or edited a lot. So Saber or Conocer, knowing a phone number. That is Saber, piece of information. Saber o Conocer, knowing what the capital of Peru is. Saber. Saber o Conocer, knowing Sarah. I know Sarah. Conocer, personal connection. So that's really good. And also there's the one called yoga verbs. And like I told you, this one starts with just the verbs to come, venir, to put, poner. And then once we get through the 10 verbs, 11, we get into things like I have, tengo, he has, tiene. Okay, so instead of actually even giving y'all an assignment, I want y'all to spend time with these today. Study, 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 and get ready for that test tomorrow. Okay, that's what I want you to spend your time doing. And so the final thing is in class. We're going to take a moment just to practice conjugating. Like I could say yo dar, and you have to make a sentence. Yo doy dinero a la escuela. Nosotros saber. Sabemos que Taco Bell es interesante. Okay, etc. So that's going to be it for today. Study, 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 and make sure to be ready to take your tests when class begins tomorrow. Regular schedule tomorrow. Okay. All right. I will see you next time. Adios.